Alright, so the new Santa Cruz arrived today. Finally got a replacement for that. What, at least almost a month and a half after they were stolen in Phoenix. So, gonna unbox. Looking forward to it. The bike's all put together, assembled, and aired up. Put on a few attachments that I've had in the car for a while. So yeah, the kit's back together and hopefully be some good riding. I actually got the color I wanted out of this. The last one was gray, but I had wanted this color, but they didn't have it in medium. So I got the color I wanted, which is pretty cool. I don't know if the whole kit is higher end or lower end than what I had, but I don't know, it works. Can't wait to get on it. Okay, hey guys, I've got a little project going on tonight for the Airstream, and I'll cut to some of the pre-footage to this of me taking down the TV that I had and then putting up kind of a cover for the old spot, and then I replaced the smaller bedroom TV with the living room TV that I had. This week is this business. I think I've turned this thing on like once in almost 1.5 to 2 years of being in the Airstream. I just don't use this. My main TV is right there. It's a 32-inch. It works as my computer screen and TV. It pushes back against the curtain, which is kind of convenient, and then I will sit where a hiker's sitting if I want to just watch something, but usually I just sit in the desk chair. So that's my TV. I've got another one back here in the bedroom, which is kind of smaller. But it works for me. I mean, you're laying in bed, so it doesn't have to be huge. So my thought is, I've never used this. I just need to figure out something else to do with that space. The top space there is kind of a little charging station. So I've got an Xbox controller, I've got the Levelmate Pro, I've got whatever it is, one source sensor or something like that, gateway that sends the temp monitoring to my phone. And then I've got some GoPro batteries, and a temp sensor station. So my thought is to use the alcove back behind the TV as well as just more charging, and then maybe put like some sort of a panel over here. I'm thinking either a place to mount more stickers, which is kind of filling up, or maybe a whiteboard, something like that. So I'm gonna try to take this down and we'll see what we can clean up there. I may try to cycle this back to the bedroom. It's a little bit bigger. It may be it's a little wider of a screen, so it may be too big, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so that's off. I may keep this stuff around for a while before I really get rid of it, just in case I have a different thought about this. There's some solid bolts in here. All right, found the right size socket for these bolts, and hopefully they'll come off easy enough. Yeah. Looks like they've actually got threaded sockets, which is kind of interesting. Okay. So now we have ourselves a little alcove there for some more charging. Get another USB multi-charger for this, and I think we are good to go. And then I just got to figure out some sort of a panel to go over this. This is the thermostat for the AC, and I kind of want to see if it can move over a little bit. We'll see about that. Yeah, that can move over for sure. So now I'm gonna leave it right there though. All right, so now I'm kind of curious if that TV would work in the bedroom, so I'm gonna check that out. So got the DeWalt charger mounted here. Probably mount some more stuff for batteries. So we've got this, which is gonna go over top here. I may move that over just a hair. I want to leave enough here for this to be a magnetic clasp, which I don't know that I have any left of. So I've got a hinge that'll go on this edge, Actually, 2 of them. So these will mount like so. So this can open up. I'm gonna frost this with white paint. Then the plan will be to put LED lighting behind here to kind of light it up, and otherwise it's gonna be a decal board. But just a nice closure for that. We'll see how it works. Be back to you. So I'm just placing the hinges on here. I've spray painted the, turns out it was plexiglass and not glass, which kind of has me annoyed. I may end up having to leave the backing on, but we shall see. So we're just gonna make these. On a separate note, I love this screwdriver. It's a DeWalt gyroscopic screwdriver. And it is awesome. It's much less unwieldy than a full screwdriver. Alright, the other side will mount to the wall. Looks good. I'll do 2 more. Okay. I think now we're going to make some marks to where this is going to go. So as you can see, the hinge kind of sticks out, but I don't think you'll actually see it over here in the corner. Good. I'm just gonna go check and see how dry the paint is. It may not be very dry yet, but there's a good wind out there and the sun's up, so hopefully it'll be done soon. So the glass is done. I'm not super happy with it. Because it's not glass, it's super flimsy, so I had to leave the backing on, which means it's not gonna like light it up, which I'd originally hoped, but I can still like light around the edges and it'll give off kind of a glow, I think. I may try to order some actual glass that's opaque. We'll see how that goes. Lesson learned here is that spray painting is extremely uneven, non-consistent. All right, so I've put the back in, the hinges are on. Next, I'm going to install the light strips. So I think I'm gonna do that around these edges. Hopefully this will look kind of cool. It's USB, which is even better. Also went out and fixed a piece of trim that was coming off the Airstream. I didn't shoot any footage of that, but it's around the rail around the Airstream, and there's screws hidden under that trim piece, and it's just an adhesive that wore out, I think. Fix that with another piece of adhesive, the 3M, that stuff. So hopefully that'll stay. We'll find out. All right. So I think I want this with the USB closest to the bottom here. We're gonna unplug this if possible. Perfect. Okay. Connector will go up there. This is here. So it's gonna go like that. Perfect. Looks like the job's about done here. Pretty happy with it. I don't know that the light's really gonna come through. We'll see how it is at night. I wanted to figure out some magnets to kind of hold that shut, but put some more decals on there. Should be pretty cool. I like it. Much slimmer, much cleaner than the other situation. So we've got that right there. So the only deal with that, I don't use this, if you can see in there, it's having trouble focusing. I don't use this articulating mounting arm. So the plan is, let's see if I can get a little more light in here. A little bit more. There may be a little bit of flicker. The LEDs mess up the filming a little bit. So the plan is, this is kind of far away from the wall, for one. For two, I don't like the way it's mounted. It's a little too far over here, not close enough there. It's blocking the thermostat there. So I want to try to get it a little better mounted. So I'm going to, I've got a thin mount, and the plan is to take this down, get it a little closer to the wall, and get it better mounted. So what I've got, just got this in the mail today, this super slim mount thing here. So I'm going to try to put this up. Alright, so you can tell we've got that there. Just going to replace that. So I may still use these little mounts for the cords. We'll just have to see how it goes here. I'm not really using the satellite or the receiver link up. And I think this, I'm going to try to mount to the back of the TV anyway. So we'll just take that down. I'll leave those up till I decide. Okay, so I want to take this off next. Get the TV down. It's probably gonna drop that. Alright, let's just hold on to this. Cool. So this is coming off next. Pretty big screws there. Okay, so now what I need to do is fit the plate to the back of the TV next, I think. So this would be the TV plate. Hopefully this lines up. Perfect. Alright, so plate's in place on the TV, and now I gotta figure out where to mount the faceplate here. I honestly kind of feel like if I'm not gonna use all of these cables, then I might as well just disconnect it. Let's see here. Don't need that. That can go away. So I've got everything off the wall. Now I just need to figure out where I want to mount this. If I can, I'm going to hold this up and yeah, like that. This is always super hard to figure these kind of things out. Dang it. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is get a straight edge and see if that's level. So then I'm just going to double check that this fits the way I think it does with this. Yep. Alright. So I think I'm probably just going to use the same screws that they used previously for the mount. Probably like the furthest out you can go is the better option. Yeah. I'm just gonna mark my holes here. Okay. Alright. Looks pretty good. So let's see, those are kind of big screw heads, so let's make sure this. Uh-oh. Kind of a problem there. Actually not a problem. Okay, boy, that looks good. That looks really good. I like it. Okay, but I do need to mount the Apple TV on the back. Let's bring it back out. I need to figure kind of a way to get the cords out of the way here. I'm gonna use 2 more command strips to remount this to the back. I'm hoping this won't block the remote. I think it's probably either a Bluetooth remote or some sort of transmitting remote. Okay. So nice. All right. Okay. So we got everything mounted there. Now we're gonna get the final mounting on the wall here. Okay. Looks good. Alright, Apple TV is gonna come up here. TV's gonna go right there. Oh, perfect. That looks great. So then I believe there's just some final screws to put in down here that'll hold this thing in place. And we'll be done with this project. I probably only need 2. That's probably fine. Yeah. Awesome. Like it. Let's take a look at the final production here. Pretty good. I feel like that's about as close to the wall as you could get. Pretty clean under there. Light switches look good. Thermostat's not covered. Right behind the edge here. Not too far behind over here. Beautiful job. Love it. Just gonna clean up my mess and we are done with this little project. Pretty cool. All right guys, sorry about the AC, but check it out. One of this year's goals. That would be the title to the truck. Pretty cool, huh? A little bit delayed. I had meant to do it by the end of July, I think was the original plan, but the theft of the newly purchased bikes kind of put that down. Some staining here from the envelope. Wow. Pretty awesome. So I actually have the title to the truck. Feels good. Next, the title to the house. Pretty awesome.